guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Random Lifestyle Vlog. Today we're going to be unboxing this Cult Beauty Scent of Summer Edit. And this one is, unfortunately, it seems like it's sold out already. These boxes tend to sell out quite quickly. They are priced at, I think this one was priced at like 30 or 35 pounds. And you know what? The content was actually really, or looked really interesting. So we'll see if it is in fact that interesting. So what does it say here? Enhance hazy days and golden glows with heady scents that signal summer. From coastal breeze wisps to citrusy aromas, consider this curated sampling selection your perfume passport for the season. So there you go, there's a quick sneak peek, and it seems like we do have some nice sizes here, as well as some samples. So it's not all like full sizes or anything like that, but it's not just samples, so that's important. Okay, so I'm going to start with a sample actually. This is Kayali Yum Gelato. If you haven't tried this fragrance, it's definitely worth trying. This is Eau de Parfum Intense. It is gorgeous. It says here it has notes of pistachio gelato, hazelnut, sweet rum, whipped cream, marshmallow, and cotton candy. There's much more to it. This fragrance is actually quite interesting because it opens with this kind of like green freshness, and then it settles down to this really yummy rum infused pistachio ice cream. It is actually really lovely. I really like it. I think that greenness actually makes it so perfect for like spring and summer. So if you haven't tried it yet, there is your chance here. This is 1.5 mils, enough to decide whether you like it or not. So next up we have another sample here, and this is the new company, and this is Forestland's Eau de Parfum. So let's see if we have a little more information about it. Inspired by the Japanese concept of forest bathing, Forestland uses olfactory chemistry and patented technology to replicate the molecular compounds produced in forests. Phytoncides, I think. Phytoncides. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but I've never actually seen that word before in English, at least. Phytoncides are credited for the positive health benefits associated with forest bathing, namely stress reduction, anxiety reduction, and boosting the parasympathetic nervous system. Using science to work with nature, this is a sensory supplement designed to support the reduction of everyday stress. That sounds really cool, but let's have a sniff. Okay, so this is in fact this kind of like a green foresty fragrance, but it does give me, it does remind me a little bit about those like kind of eccentric molecule fragrances. I definitely feel like this is not going to be something I'll be using. Probably Robert will be a little bit more drawn to this scent. I'm not saying this is masculine. I think this is like a perfectly unisex scent, but they just don't really seem to work that well on my skin. It's interesting though. Okay, next up we have, look at this, we have a full-size Joe Love's fragrance paint brush. So this is like a fragrance in this form of this paint brush. It's like a gel fragrance. We have their one of the most popular fragrances, which is Pomelo. And to be honest, when I first tried it like years ago, I didn't really love it. I found this to be a little bit too masculine for my liking. These days I actually really like it. I think this is perfect for like summer, for like warm, nice weather. This is pretty much a pomelo with some patchouli, with some vetiver, with some suede in it as well. So as you can easily guess, this definitely leans slightly masculine, but it's just so refreshing. So this is like a perfect summer day fragrance. I actually really like it, and this is like a 7 mils brush over here. All right, next up we have this little Nest New York perfume oil, and I have the one in Madagascar vanilla scent. This was actually something you could choose. So there were like 3 options. There was Madagascar vanilla, there was, I think there was rose and orange, and I just decided that vanilla is going to be the one for me. So let's have a quick look. This is 3 mils, so this is like a tiny little kind of like a fragrance oil, and this is the applicator. So let's have a quick sniff. Yeah, it smells really nice. I actually really like vanilla, so that was an easy choice for me. It was pretty much between vanilla and orange, but I already have like so many orange fragrances, and I tend to choose vanilla over orange, so that was an easy choice for me. It's It's actually really nice. Okay, next up we have this little fragrance here from, I'm not really sure how to pronounce this brand. Might be Hisu, but I'm not really sure. This is honey infused hair perfume. And how big is this? I'm not too sure. Like 4 mils. Okay. So I think I've tried that before, and it's a really nice thing. Obviously fragrances stick to our hair quite a lot, so yeah, it's really nice. I'm not going to say that this smells like proper honey or anything like that. It's more floral, but it's still like really, really nice. So yes, we've got that. So next up we're going to talk about this one here. This is Marfa Memo, and this one here apparently has a note of orange blossom absolute, tuberose absolute, and white musk. So let's have a quick sniff. Well, that's actually really nice. It's like a really nice floral fragrance. It does have this tuberose note that's quite prominent, but this one, I mean, obviously whenever tuberose is included, it's going to smell a little bit more like mature, but I think this is quite a modern tuberose fragrance, so it doesn't really smell like particularly vintage or like aged or whatever. I actually really like it. I would describe this fragrance as mature yet quite modern and very, very classy and elegant. So yeah, it's nice. And we have, how big is this? We have 5 mils over here. Next up we have this fragrance here. This is by Oribe, Côte d'Azur fragrance, and this is Eau de Parfum. We have 10 mils here. The much celebrated signature scent from our hair care line was created by one of the oldest French fragrance houses, providing us with the perfect foundation for a fine perfume. With its sun-drenched notes of bergamot, white butterfly, jasmine, and sandalwood, this fragrance embodies the glamour and heat of the legendary destination. That sounds actually very tempting. So this is what it looks like inside, and let's spray a little bit of this fragrance here on this box so that we can experience the luxury citrusy notes or whatever. That's nice. That's actually very nice. That does smell very luxurious and very kind of like summery. This is perfect for like really nice and hot weather, so yeah, I like that one. And then the last fragrance, this actually might be a full size. I don't think this is like a particular expensive brand. This is Pacifica, 100% vegan and cruelty free Dream Moon fragrance, and the notes are actually listed over here as well. And this is patchouli, sandalwood, and pink rose. That sounds very much up my alley. What does it say here? Dreamy, compassion, and calmness. Okay, so this is 29 mils. Usually 30 mils is a full size, so I think we can safely assume that this is probably a full size bottle. So let's have a sniff. Well, that's nice. Guess what it reminds me of? It does give me a little bit of like the kind of like Baccarat vibe, but I will compare this one more to Ariana Grande's fragrances, Cloud, or even Cloud, you know, the 2.01. That one's a bit sweeter. It's actually quite sweet, but it does have this kind of like a woodsy, like Baccarat Rouge like woodsiness to it. It's really nice. It's really nice. It's very sweet. If you like your Ariana Grande Cloud, then I'm pretty sure you're going to like this one as well. And it's pretty much a 30 mils fragrance, so that is actually really nice. Okay guys, so this is everything in the Scent of Summer edit by Cold Beauty. What do you guys think about the selection? I think this is definitely worth the money. We have this really nice size Pacifica fragrance. We have a full size Joe Loves fragrance brush in Pomelo. This fragrance by Oribe is actually really, really lovely. And then we have a bunch of like mini fragrances, fragrance oils, hairsprays. So that sounds like a really nice box for the £30 I paid. I would like to know what you think about this box though. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching. For more fragrance related content, check those videos over here. I'm going to see you very soon. Take care. Bye.